M'Baku didn't like the raisins in the potato salad.
LA people have been on fire.
How do you know that if you couldn't, you wouldn't fuck Kim Kardashian? How do you know that you wouldn't rush the stage with a Hennessy bottle when Taylor Swift wins over Beyonce?
You niggas in trouble.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another new episode Behind the Scene Podcast. I'm your co-host, Dion Donovan. I'm a writer. You can check out some of my material on title page comments on Facebook and Instagram. And this is my co-host,
D. Smith, just the regular guy.
Just your ordinary guy,
who wears white t-shirts and occasionally black t-shirts.
The white t-shirt and G's, man. How you been, bro?
Mm-hmm. All right, man. How about yourself?
Good, man. Good. I know it's been a minute since we've been on, but you know, we've been busy, man. Just trying to have a creative output, entertaining people in different ways outside the podcast. So, you know, I'm doing the musical. You're working on your stories. You got your ideas. You're cooking, man. I see you in the Discord. You know, in the writer's room. I like it, man. It's intriguing. I'm getting a little ahead of myself when I make some comments. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how you conclude it.
Okay.
So
that's what's up.
But yeah, man, you put an interesting meme in the Discord with the red pill, blue pill choice, right?
Oh yeah.
We'll get this a little bit warmer. We'll do a little warm up here. So the choice was, right, if I recall correctly, blue pill is you go back as a 6-year-old.
No. Red pill. That was red pill.
Red pill. Okay.
Red pill is you go back. Red pill is you go back to being 6 years old, with all the memories that you have, and
so your current consciousness.
Yeah, and the consciousness. And the blue pill was that you get 10 million.
10 million right now.
10 mil right now.
10 mil right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now you picked blue pill.
No, I picked
red pill. You picked red pill. I was the first blue pill. No, I was the first red pill, and then I kind of changed my mind. Why did you stick with yours?
Again, what me and O discussed, man. Knowing the past, you can alter some things. You can alter some things. I wouldn't alter everything, but having a good sense of knowing what's happened is a good little cheat code to know where you can go.
Right. I mean, here's the thing, though. If I were to go back with my current consciousness, let's do like Days of Future Past, X-Men, right? I got Kitty Pryde doing the little thing, massaging my head, and my consciousness is being transported to my 6-year-old self. I'm like, to be an adult in a child's body would be like crazy, man. Like in a sense of, I don't think you could really enjoy your childhood again as an adult. With your mindset.
Yeah. I see your point. Especially because of my cousins and memories I have of them. I know I annoyed the hell out of them when I was growing up. So I can only imagine me being me now and how much I would annoy. They would be annoying to me, vice versa. But you got to take the good with the bad. That's part of the process. Do you want to be the next billion? Do you want to be the next billionaire? Talking like Kanye West.
You want to be the next billionaire?
Yes. Or what's that thing Steve Harvey say? Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day.
Yeah, he did say that. I think he did say that. Him or 50, someone like that.
Somebody said that.
Yeah, probably Drake or some shit. But dude, like, okay, so if you're 6 years old, you're with your current consciousness. It's not like you're experiencing things for the first time. You know what I'm saying? You have all your memories. So you're basically repeating.
But see, I don't remember everything when I was 6. It's different if you said 12 and upwards, then because I have, the further you go back, the less you remember. So I have very vague memories between, 1 to anything before 7 is very, very vague, and even memories at 7 are very little. So going that far back, yo, what up?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Going back that far is okay with me. Now, if I was to go back to 12, then I could see more of where you're getting at. And 12, 15, I could see more where you're coming from with that. Because a lot of that stuff, and some of the friends I had we were cringe.
Yo, Phantom.
We were cringe.
The Phantom.
What up?
Just your ordinary guy.
Hey. My white t-shirt.
There we go. On brand already.
What's going on with you, man?
What up? How you doing?
Yeah, man, we're good. We're talking about the blue pill, red pill discussion about whether going back as a 6-year-old with your current consciousness to reshape history, or take the 10 mil in your hand, 10 mil stack in your hand right now.
I'm taking 10 mil. I ain't going to no asylum, cuz. I ain't going to no asylum, 6-year-old.
So you saying that you couldn't keep a secret? You couldn't hold on.
It's not the secret part. It's the things you were oblivious to at 6. It's not the secret. Fuck the secret. I mean, the shit like, wow, Bill Clinton is such a great president. I'm like, I mean, man, he's getting domed in the Oval Office. You know what I'm
saying? hey, but isn't that what we go through now, though? I mean, there's
a lot of shit we don't know for sure. We can. There's shit that's confirmed from that time period, but there's some shit that we don't know.
Come on, nigga, stop playing. There's a lot of shit that we like motherfuckers be on Twitter and they be actually right, be like, that motherfucker did it.
You're right. Even OJ. When was the OJ?
And then 6 months later, it comes out, yeah, he did it. Yeah.
What was that? 94 for OJ? 95?
OJ, I'm like, yo, like, oh man, they're trying to get another
black man down. When
like,
OJ happened, so
he probably did it. I mean, 6 years old, like,
imagine Twitter back then if OJ had did it. Everyone's crazy ass hot takes.
You'd be like, imagine in the future he writes a book. What if he did do it, right?
Yeah,
and then he ended up doing it.
He actually wrote the book. I just don't think that, dude. Like, you're gonna get a juice. You're gonna get juice. You're gonna get grapes. You're gonna get McDonald's, and you're gonna be content with that.
I barely eat McDonald's as it is now, bro.
You're gonna get
that would be a stinger for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then having to listen to the radio during the 50 Cent era.
Not even the radio. Having to hang around your peer group, bro. You're gonna be hanging around 6-year-olds. You're gonna be bored out your mind.
Hey, that's what the Legos are for.
Oh man, so you're gonna isolate yourself playing Legos in the playground, and the kids are gonna come up to you,
bro. I'll just sit there and be like, get away from, you know what?
Let's play Power Rangers. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I'll play Power Rangers, bro. Hell, y'all still play Power Rangers.
You can get bored as hell, bro.
I would definitely still play Power Rangers, but yeah, McDonald's, that would be a killer for me, bro. Because I would look at that McChicken sideways every single bite. And I would have to have not soy sauce, was it sweet and sour chicken with bite?
With every bite.
Oh
man, you can go to Chuck E. Cheese and be like, man, like these guys.
Chuck E. Cheese is still dope.
And
I haven't been in like a decade.
Mm-hmm. And then you can play the same games again. Like, these games suck.
A decade plus, but hell yeah, Chuck E. Cheese. Fuck yeah, I'll go to Chuck E. Cheese. I won't get any of the prizes were dog shit though. The prizes were dog shit. That sticky hand shit.
You gonna jump in that pool pit knowing all that bacteria in there?
Yes. Oh man.
Still?
Yes. I'm not gonna like that. Hey, keeping it real. I'm not gonna like that it smells like sweaty ass feet though.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like sweaty ass, dirty ass.
And diapers. Use diapers too.
Hey, I'll take it, man. I'll take the bad with the good.
Oh man,
I'll be mad because I won't have Shazam though, because there'll be a song that comes on, and I won't be able to pull out my phone and go like this to try to capture the song.
So dude, everything on the TV, you're gonna be like, oh, I already know what's gonna happen.
True.
Almost everything in life, you're gonna be like, I already know what's gonna happen.
Yep.
I'll just watch reruns of Nash Bridges.
Oh
and Fuck, what else did I used to like? Toon Disney. Because most of that shit isn't even on TV or streaming. Half of that shit ain't even on streaming now.
It's not gonna be the same as the first time watching it. True. As a 6-year-old, you gonna watch it and be like, I'm gonna be bored of this shit.
Kids
man.
WB, them Saturday mornings, they won't be the same.
I can't wait next year this gets canceled. Oh, I already know the next 150 Pokemon coming out. Like plus life moments.
You can get in with people, man. When you know all the secrets to Pokemon Silver, Crystal, and Gold.
Can you really appreciate something like a moment in life the same twice?
Okay, you got me beat there.
There's diminishing returns, the law of diminishing returns.
Mm-hmm.
So your birthday comes up, you're like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, no, I'll change my gifts because my mindset will be slightly different. So my gifts will all be the same. See, I've already come pre-planned with a few things.
You got a few things.
So you can't fuck with me there.
Oh man, you're gonna 2 years. I gave you 2 years before you end up in an asylum. They're gonna put you in that straight jacket after 2 years, man. You're gonna crack.
I'll try new things. I can pick up new hobbies.
New hobbies as a 7 and 8 year old.
Yes. I scared the shit out of my mother, but yes.
Man.
And I learned to take more pictures because there's less pictures of our apartment when I was a kid, and I wish I had more pictures, so I would take more pictures. But yeah, I think I can roll with it. Of course, you're gonna have to get used to stuff. Of course, fuck. And all the movies I used to have to rewatch with my cousins. Watching Lion King 1,500 times on VHS. Damn.
Your dad's going to take you to see Lion King theater. He's like, I don't want to see it, Dad. I'm good. Shoot. I don't want to see it again.
Wait, all the new movies, I've already seen them.
You already seen them.
You know what? I think I might actually take that meal.
Dude,
I might take that 10 mil and just walk off.
You're not going to get out of bed. You're going to be bored, man. Like 2019, like I could see, 4-3, rewind 3-4 years. Okay.
No, I'll take 07. I'll take the year 07 because that's when I first moved to Texas. Because that was for me, that was a restart.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing what I know now, I would definitely be doing something much different. I'd be old enough to deal with certain things being shitty, but young enough to enjoy new things. So I think I could handle that. What you drinking, Tang? They look like Tang, look like a Tang can.
It's like this ginger beer, but it's not alcoholic from Sprouts. It's really good.
Oh.
Ginger beer.
Another Sprouts buyer.
Beer,
I'm a Sprouts buyer too. I don't give a damn what anybody says.
Yeah, that's good.
They still make Tang?
I don't know if they make
bro. They still make Tang.
They still make who drinks
in a can?
A big container, man. Hispanic people.
Oh Lord.
Hispanic people buy Tang a lot.
They buy Tang. They still put that shit in the water and stir that shit up. Oh man, I mean, I think the novelty of getting all those foods that are no longer around or whatever would kind of a little bit,
bro. Queso Doritos, I miss those.
Queso, I ain't never heard of Queso Doritos, man.
I'll have to put a picture up of Discord. They came in a black salsa. They were salsa Doritos. They came in a black bag. Best Doritos ever made. They stopped making them at one point.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'll take the 10 mil. I'll take the 10 mil.
I might take the 10 mil too.
You know what I'm saying? Get some property, West Coast, East Coast. Call it a day, man.
Now, if you could change the rules to make the perfect rules, what would you do?
Oh man.
That's what I'll ask you now.
Perfect rules.
Basically, if someone offered you the same thing but gave you, let's say, 2 to 3 addendums to change out of that.
I like that.
Like you could say, instead of being 6, you can be 20.
20, okay.
16, 18.
And
then you can pick a year instead of it being that time period.
2018, 2019.
Okay.
Just pull me back even just that gives me just enough space to make some moves so I can get more than 10 mil.
Okay.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Charles,
just knowing how the world functions, like you could literally get your 10 mil plus. Just 340.
I'd invest in GameStop. I would have invested in GameStop. Like,
boy, them credit cards would have maxed the fuck out.
What about you, Charles? If you would have,
I think
changed the rules just a little
2019 was right before the Bitcoin bubble and fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably would have done that. Shoot. I mean, was there like a unicorn that happened? I think Bitcoin was the biggest.
Dude, I remember Bitcoin was like 5K before the pandemic. Ethereum was like $150. Dogecoin.
Shit, I would have went back to high school, bro. When there was still when people were just whispering about that shit.
When they were talking about
it.
Which was like 2012, I'll say 2011. 2011 was when the whispers started happening.
Really? That long ago?
I was in high school. When people were just talking about Bitcoin back then.
That's crazy.
And back then it was going for the price of a dollar. Or less than a dollar. Less than a dollar.
Imagine that.
By the time I got out of high school, it was going from 5 to 25. Then it went from 5 to 15 to 100.
There you go. You could have stacked up on that shit, sold it in 2021. You'd been
2021 easy right before it fell. Yeah.
Easy. When it hit about 60-70K, something like that. Even 40
60K.
Even 20K. If you bought that shit for $1 back in 2011, man. Shit, 10K, you'd be good, bro. You'd be good, man. Interesting. Yeah. But all right, man, let's get to it. James Gunn.
Yep.
His DC lineup, man. We've been chatting up in Discord. Is there any positives? What is the one film that you're looking most forward to from the reveal of the lineup?
I just hope that the line is all successful or just good enough. Because for them, this is their phase one, which means not everything out of the gate is going to be good or even stick, but it needs to at least stick enough that audience members don't walk out. That's what I'm looking at. If I had to pick something, probably Batman and Robin, and then the Amanda Waller. I'm hoping that Swamp Thing is at least a cult success.
Yeah,
and I think Booster Gold will be a pretty decent show. That's what I think. Everything else, like a lot of that other stuff, was like
too niche, huh?
Yeah, but hopefully somebody will like it. I'll be right back.
All right, you're good, man. You
get something to drink.
You're good, bro. So Batman with Robin. This would be the first Robin since what's his name? Chris O'Donnell back in the 90s.
On screen, right?
Yeah. Of course he picked Damian Wayne, the fuckboy Robin. The little shit Robin. I mean, I guess that's two Batmans running around the same time is like we're going in the same territory again of having multiple shit happening, man. It's like the whole point of this was to condense everything, streamline it, and off we go. But it seems like we're getting still this mixed hodgepodge of old and new, you know?
Yeah, it does.
And it still seems like no direction. It's still like nothing thematically. I know it's still early, but nothing really looks like they lead into each other. We're getting like, you might like this, you might like that, you might like this, and you might like that. It's like everything's zigzagging around, you know? So
yeah, it felt super safe. I wasn't like, I'm like, okay, this is the big thing you've been hyping up.
Right.
A Superman and Batman? Like that's
yeah, I was hoping we could aim for more niche stuff.
I thought that they would.
He did, but he didn't go for like some people went someone made a slate where there was like a Plastic Man in there. That would have been great.
That would have been great.
Static Shock, something.
Oh, I knew Milestone wasn't gonna be in that shit, bro.
Yeah, but he should have known to at least shoot for. Come on, Static.
I bet James Gunn barely knows Static, man. Like I mean, let's be real. The milestone projects are, as soon as they announced that they were merging with Discovery, like that's a wrap. They can Batwoman them, like that's a wrap. They're not gonna put out no damn milestone anything. They put out the Monster Squad. You see that little the Monster Squad movie, but the milestone animated movie got canceled. It's like they're both niche. You know, they're both. Is it called Monster Commando, some shit like that?
Yeah. The Monster Mash.
Yeah, some kind of Suicide Squad with monster characters. Like no one wants to see it. It's animated. No one like. I mean, there's a group that would see that, but come on now, like y'all literally still like that's super niche, you know. So we got Superman. Okay, cool. We know you had to do Superman because that's going to be your center character. Let's get him right? Because you don't get Superman right, your whole thing's fucked up for the most part. But then you have this team called the Authority, like from Image Comics in the 90s. Like, what?
Straight from out of left field. Just
out of
is
left
it a bird?
field?
Is it a plane? Is it Superman? No, it's the Authority.
What's the lowdown on the Authority?
They're basically
I don't care.
They're basically like a lame ass The Boys. They were like the superheroes in the 90s who were like didn't take no names. Like they would, I guess, kill, and they were like almost Punisher level pretty much of superheroes with powers. And it's just like
translation edgelords.
They were edgelords, so to speak. They look like jobbers. They look like jobbers to me, man.
Actually, that's a good depiction of them because they do look like jobbers.
And we have the Suicide Squad already, so they already seem redundant.
That's what I was hoping he would announce another one of those. Instead, you already did one. You already did a really good one that may not have did well because it came out during the pandemic.
Yeah.
But that was an easy slot to fill right there, and you still could have kept everything cohesive.
I feel like Amanda Waller is going to cover that kind of side. That's still his way. The Amanda Waller TV show, and then Viola Davis, like she deserves everything. Like she's going to kill that shit. Peacemaker probably make a cameo. That's probably his way of continuing the Suicide Squad. But what are we doing with a buildup with Superman versus the Authority? Because that's a film. You know, it's like Superman versus the Authority. No one knows who these guys are. Now, I know Guardians of the Galaxy was like the same way, but this is something redundant. You can't top the Boys. If you're going to do the super edgelord, R-rated kind of superhero squad, it's like, y'all are going to look pale in comparison. Super pale in comparison. I don't care how James Gunn tackles it. It's not going to outdo 3 seasons of The Boys.
No.
So I think that was a waste. Two movies as a waste.
Go niche, but don't go niche enough that everybody looks around and says, who the fuck are they? That's why Swamp Thing is good, because Swamp Thing is niche, but he has a cult backing. So, I expect that to do well.
You can Google the Authority and you're gonna get a lot of different shit besides the comment.
Who is the Authority?
The Authority. Oh man, that even sounds like a damn parody. It don't even sound real.
It does. You know? It sounds like whack ass team.
It's a great value Justice League. Let's be real. The Green Lantern coming out with a TV show, but they try to do the best of both worlds, giving us Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart as kind of a buddy cop scenario. Okay. And that's your divide right there between the Green Lantern fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's your divide because there's a big group of fans who don't acknowledge Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan is the guy. Then there's the other group that don't acknowledge Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
Exactly. I guess that's having their cake and eating it too. I would have been more happier if they did Jon Stewart and Guy Gardner, because that chemistry would have been more funnier, way more better to bounce off of. You know how Guy is. Guy pulling down his pants to showing his ass all the damn time.
That would have been more
an actual loose cannon.
Right.
You know?
That's more of a buddy cop scenario. You know what I'm saying? Because Hal's a straightforward guy. John's a more straightforward guy. And though I don't know, I just can't see that chemistry. Someone's got to be in charge. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna piss off one or the other.
Right.
You know, if Jon Stewart's in charge, the Hal Jordan guys are gonna complain. Hal Jordan's in charge, the Jon Stewart guy is going to complain. So, I guess it's great that they're doing it after Ryan. We finally recovered after Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern after all these years.
It's time to move forward.
It's time to move forward. We can finally touch Green Lantern after 10 plus years on HBO. So that's going to be special effects heavy. I don't know how many planets they're going to visit, whatever. But it'll be like they said like a true detective crime kind of thing. I mean, the space. I don't know, but
that sounds like that. There's and they mentioned that there'll be more lanterns that'll come.
There should be more lanterns. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Guy Gardner would have been perfect.
Yeah, the way I see it is maybe it'll be on one planet and they're both having to flip back and forth between each other's notes. Maybe like somebody can be on one side of the planet and somebody can be on the other, and we're constantly getting back and forth between them as they catch maybe a serial killer or a group of serial killers or something to that. A cult, I'll say like maybe a cult, and they're splitting up to find the cult in that planet or in that solar system, possibly. That's the only way I can see it being very interesting, is if they do it.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I can see that. You got any comments about Green Lantern, Charles? Or you just like,
oh man, I mean, that dynamic. Like I guess one of them is gonna be like the rookie.
One of them's gonna have to be take charge.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to play with that a bit. But an intergalactic mystery thriller, that's different.
It is.
That's very different.
I like how you scrunched your face.
It's different. I mean,
you ain't wrong. I was just saying, I like how you scrunched your face. Like, I can float with that, man.
It's an intergalactic crime drama.
I will say this:
it's hard to compare.
I am getting Far Side vibes, which has me curious.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all know or have read Far Side.
Far Side.
I've not read Far Side.
I know Far Sector. I'm not sure.
Far Sector. My bad.
Far Sector with Joe Mullen. Right.
I'm getting a little bit of those vibes, possibly. Maybe she comes in the later season.
Oh Lord! Don't let a black woman come save the heroes.
Bro! I can hear they're coming from the hills right now. They're charging from the hills right now, and they.
So you mean to tell me Hal Jordan couldn't beat him, but Joe Mullen out of nowhere could? Like, yeah, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna play it safe.
Bro, you could smell them coming. They haven't.
Yeah.
What else was there? Hey, he didn't say what Blue Beetle's gonna do. He made no mention about Blue Beetle. He said that the Batman is gonna be Elseworld story and the Joker is, but he didn't say anything about Blue Beetle.
It looks like he couldn't move Reeves on that.
I mean,
I feel like he should have found a way to merge that. I feel like he should have found a way to merge that in there. Because I know it's different enough, but you need different. I don't want everything to be James Gunn. After a while, all I'm gonna see is James Gunn's face. With Kevin Feige, I see multiple faces.
That's true.
And sometimes I see Kevin Feige's baseball cap every once in a while. Most of the time, I see James Gunn's face. I see Taika Waititi's. I see a lot of other people's faces.
You're right.
I don't want to see James Gunn's glasses and his gray beard on everything.
The new gun.
The new gun.
Yeah. I don't want to see numbers everywhere.
That's interesting because Kevin Feige doesn't have a distinct style. He just directs like, hey, that's why I got James Gunn, because Guardians is going to be something different. It's going to be more colorful, more fun. I want Cap, more of a political thriller type. So we get different flavors in the MCU. With Gunn, you got a guy who's got a style, distinct
particular style.
A particular style. So for him, how is he gonna like paint with a broad stroke every single film that style? I would think that he knows he can't do that for every single film. I mean, you're gonna repeat the Snyderverse where everything's dark and dreary and super meta and oh, woe is me, we are gods among men, and no one's gonna go for that shit. So I feel like he should know better than to make everything Guardians of the Galaxy like and Peacemaker like, and try to give everyone a little their own different style. But so far it does kind of look like he's just doing the shit he wants to do.
Yeah, because the projects definitely lean more towards his style. Booster Gold, like
Booster Gold was a good pick. I thought that was a good pick.
It's just super his style.
That's super.
Oh yeah. It's fine for him to lean into it. It's just the stuff we said that we didn't like, that didn't make sense. That needs to go. That's part of him that needs to go away. The Booster Gold, the Superman, even the Wonder Woman is okay. The Swamp Thing, those are solid picks. Other stuff needs to be there though. Different
Superman away for a bit, man.
Yeah, I do, but I feel like somebody wants him. I don't want him, but somebody else. I feel like he should.
Superman.
Yeah,
I mean, he only came back for Black Adam, so well, Snyder cut, but we haven't really seen him too much on film. You compare that to Cap, Iron Man, Thor, Spidey, hell, even Doctor Strange. Like everyone else has got more, screen time than Soups.
It's the
Batman.
Yeah, that's true. I think with those other characters, the fact that it's been one person for the past decade, it doesn't feel as like, oh, here, take another one here. Like it doesn't. It just feels like a meal rather than like we keep getting. Here, try this. You don't like it? Okay, we'll bring you another one. Oh, you don't like it? Is it too raw? Okay, we'll bring you another one. It just feels like that. And the thing that was good about the show is probably getting canceled. The Superman and Lois show is that it wasn't really about Superman. It's about everybody around Superman. So
his family and everything, right?
His family and everything. So it's like, I don't know. Another Superman, and maybe there's a twist somewhere, but Superman as a main character, put it away, man. Put it away.
I heard it's supposed to be loosely based off of All-Star Superman, which is one of the only stories of him.
That's a Superman really heavy story.
That's a really good story, though.
That's a good one.
And that's a really good story, too.
It's the one that he flew into the sun, right? And he got all the... Yes. That's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does he die at the end? If they kill him,
if they kill him, bro. Now that you bring that up, that doesn't make sense.
First movie,
kills him, bro.
No, bro, not the first movie. We're gonna set off our universe by killing our main hero. We're gonna surprise everybody. We're just gonna kill our main hero in the first one.
He realistically should have did is Justice League Year One, which is good. It's a good story. And it has none of the trilogy in it.
Okay.
There's no Superman, Batman, or Wonder Woman on that team. There's Black Canary, Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman,
but supposedly it's a freaking Shawshank Redemption of hero movies for some reason.
It is.
God damn.
He's getting a Super Bowl commercial.
Everyone kept it.
Wait, who's getting a Super Bowl commercial?
Flash. He's getting a Super Bowl commercial. Mm-hmm.
It must be good.
It's gotta be.
That must be nice.
And
it's gotta be. Hitting people with chairs, abducting people, grooming.
It's a business.
Dang, bro.
It must be good.
Dude got like 4 stars.
It's a business.
Auto. And all he did was do a cheat code. And everything, and all the cops just disappeared.
D. Smith, you're down $50 million in the bank, man. What you doing? You putting that thing out? I bet you put it out.
I know they sweat. Hey, I know they sweating over there. I just can't help but bring that shit up. All I'm gonna say is, damn, it must be nice.
It must be good.
It's their best chance. It must be good enough for them. It's their best. It's their best chance.
It sounds like maybe they'll go back for some reshoots if they can get Homeboy out of jail. But if they're doing reshoots, it sounds like it's their wiper. It's their slate wiper.
Gunn already stated that this is going to be the film that starts off everything. That's what he said. So, but they took out.
Is he just copying what the animated universe did?
More or less, probably.
Yeah, it's such a weird way. Like they were going to use Flashpoint for something else, but it works to wipe the slate clean anyway. So you're right. It is kind of mirroring the comics, and like it brings a new status quo, and it's literally doing the same thing in the film.
Nah, cause
what do you think?
Fucking Apocalypse War, right? Flash animated movie, the Apocalypse War, and then the next movie was Superman: Man of Tomorrow from the animated universe. Now Flash comes out, and then you got Superwoman, Woman of Tomorrow. It's like 1-to-1.
Oh, the Supergirl, right? The Supergirl movie.
They're making a Supergirl movie.
Right. True. They're not keeping a Hispanic.
Compete with Miss Marvel. I mean, Captain Marvel.
I think she got cut from Flashpoint. I don't know. I think she got cut, bro.
She did.
The Hispanic Supergirl. I heard she got cut. The Hispanic Supergirl.
Damn.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Damn.
It's business.
Yep.
It's a business, dude. Damn. But I heard Gal Gadot. I heard her cameo is getting cut from Shazam 2 and Flash.
Hashtag
everyone's
down.
Henry Cavill came back for a cameo.
Came back, line him up and gun him down.
He filmed a cameo for Flashpoint, only for them to scrap.
That's rough,
dude. Yeah, anything from the old like universe, they're like scrapping all those open-ended teasers. So they basically want to close the loophole with Flashpoint. So all those cameos that were filmed, they're like done for. I kind of want to see the new Supergirl because that's a new take, with the short hair and the one piece suit. It's different than Homegirl, the blonde haired Homegirl. You know what I'm saying?
With the little skirt and shit.
Yeah. So that's kind of disappointing because she looked cool. I was like, okay, I like this is a different take. But I mean, Flashpoint is gonna be the Citizen Kane. Like that's gonna be the best.
It must be the best superhero of all time.
Dark Knight, watch out,
bro.
All right, watch out, Christopher Nolan. All right, watch out, James Mangold Logan, because Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller's on his way. We might get a Flash,
and he's not running by; he's skating by. That's what he looks like when he's going.
It must be because, man, that thing's gotten through so many people that they know what kind of luggage and baggage that movie comes with, and they still want to put it out. So it must be good.
Got to make money. It's got to be good. And you couldn't cut Ezra Miller out. Everyone was trying to say use the TV actor. But it's like, yo, he's playing 3 different versions of himself. He's the antagonist and the protagonist and a supporting character
of him.
he's the villain, the hero, and a supporting cast. Like this.
Man, they dropped the ball. Whatever. We'll see. Let's wrap it.
This dude is a one-man show, apparently.
Every time I think
featuring Michael Keaton.
Every time I think of that Flash scene where the Flash came on, the show, I'm like, you guys missed out, man. The shows and we don't have to do that. We already did that.
We already did that. We already did that. But
it's just annoying.
It is annoying. But I guess he's
my question I want to pose to y'all before we end this. How do y'all think this is gonna go as far as the whole slate? And do you think that this will at least stick enough that we get another chapter?
There has to be another, even if it flops, there has to be another chapter. They'll never give up on it.
No,
because there's too much potential.
Okay.
We might see if it flops, we'll see a couple of them, and then they have to wipe the slate clean or whatever. But they'll always do another slate. They'll always start over. It's just too much money left on the table potentially for that. So, So you're saying what if DC fails?
No. It is. Do you think it'll stick? And do you think we get another one? You answered that. Yes, we'll get another one. Do you personally think this is going to stick? Or at least enough of it will stick that you can see yourself coming back for chapter 2?
I mean, I'm gonna see Superman. I'll go see Superman. You know, I'll go check out Superman. I'm not watching anything with the Authority in it. I'm not watching that shit, man.
I don't blame you, brother. I'm gonna scroll by that on HBO Max, going, who the fuck is the Authority? And
I have more interest in seeing if they can actually pull off Superman than them trying to pull off the Authority.
I just googled the Authority. I brought up Sports Authority.
I mean, I think there's two famous characters on the Midnighter and his partner. They're famous LGBTQ couple.
Never heard of them.
And I think I've seen Homeboy in a couple covers before because he kind of looks like a Batman street guy type. I'm not sure if that's the reason why they mind that, but if that's so, just give me him. Don't give me the whole team. I don't need the whole team. Just give me. I don't know, man. That just seems redundant. The boys are gonna have more material to make for another 2 seasons. Another 2 seasons off that shit.
I got a question. Do you guys think James Gunn was DC's first choice?
Yeah,
of course he wasn't.
You really think so?
Yeah. Because remember they had a couple people beforehand. Didn't they ask the guy who did the Arrowverse and like 2 other people? And
he said no.
They tried to get him, and they're like, nah.
Greg Berlanti or whatever. That his name?
I think he's working alongside Gunn.
I'm just thinking, it's like, I mean, none of the Guardians hit a Billy. Not to poke or anything.
No.
He's not Nolan. Like, he's a very good.
He's a good entertainer.
E plus.
Hey,
yo, aloha.
Jet lag.
Aloha.
You hear me? Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you loud and clear, man. Oh,
man,
shoot.
good, bro?
We almost international in here,
What's
man.
good with y'all?
We
almost international.
Oh, man.
How you feeling?
Man, what's wrong with y'all others, man?
What's cracking?
Tired as
Good to
hell.
have you
bro.
on here, man.
We here, man. We here, bro.
Yeah, we here. We talking about
Hey,
James Gunn lineup, man.
All right, am I coming in clear?
Yeah, you're coming in clear. I think a little lag with the video, but your audio is good.
Say what now?
Oh man, damn, fucking up the footage. D. Smith already done body James Gunn, right? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
What do you think, man? Let me hear your thoughts.
Yeah, we need your take.
We need your take now. What sticks out to you for the lineup? What are you looking forward to, if anything?
I mean, look.
Must say, try not to move too much.
All right, hold on. I'm right back in. Hold on.
All right, bet.
After these messages,
we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. It's funny how this thing stick in our minds for like forever. But I don't know, man. Like, I mean, Wonder Woman as a TV show with her as a kid on Themyscira, I can kind of see that with trying to do like a little Game of Thrones kind of joint.
I think it'll do well. I will say that it'll do amazingly well.
An all-woman Game of Thrones?
An all-woman Game of Thrones, lesbian warrior chicks going
what was
at
that show again? Xenon?
Xena.
Hey.
That's all that shit's gonna be again with slightly better budget.
I mean, I don't know. I like Xena.
We all thought she was Wonder Woman.
Xena was dope, but there were men in Xena.
There were men.
But let's be honest. We watched it for her.
Lucy Lawless.
Because Hercules had his show. We went for Hercules and we went for her. And then they had the crossover back of that was a good. That was like early day universe building.
That was good.
Yeah,
but
that was a good night.
Like, it's a lot. I'm wondering Gunn's resume for them to give him the DC slate. He's not Nolan. Like,
I think because he's worked under the Feige.
Yeah, he's worked underneath Feige, and they want him to copy sort of the formula. They snatched him up during the cancel movement, and they thought they can get a win with that. And I think he's a safe bet. Like they're stealing talent. It's almost like, hey, we got one of theirs. Now we can just kind of hopefully borrow some of that magic and put it over here because he knows how that runs over there, so he can run it over here.
And you look much cleaner too.
There we go. Was it the laptop?
Ain't there still daylight out there?
It was a laptop you were on, weren't you?
Yeah, it was a laptop, bro. You know how this hotel Wi-Fi is, bro. It was a laptop.
Yeah,
that's good. You're coming a lot better now, man. You're coming a lot better.
Yeah, bro. D Smith, you got to get a cough drop, brother.
Yeah, I know.
You got to get a cough drop, my brother.
I know.
But yeah, what you were saying, bro?
Give us your take. Give us your take.
I mean, look, the best news of the week was that the Batman 2 isn't being affected by any of that. That's the best news of the week. That's really.
Why imagine you at the altar going like this and wiping the sweat off?
Listen, because it was coming in. It was coming in fast and furious. Like when Donovan was texting me and then put everything up in the Discord, bro. Like that's what I was worried about. It's like y'all want to try to basically hit a reset button. Like what about the good shit? Like what gets to stay and what gets put on the back burner? There's still a little bit of confusion to me as far as like, I mean, what about Aquaman? Aquaman 2 is getting to that X-Men, what was that movie? I don't even want to say the name of it, Donovan.
We don't have to say it. We don't have to say it.
Like I'm envisioning this next round of everything that comes out before all of the new stuff. I'm expecting it to be subpar, to be honest with you. But my take on what they're trying to do, I like it. I hope it works. I mean, it needs to be good, but I still feel like there are some missteps in there as well. Like another Superman, okay. Why?
I mean,
just
that's your flagship guy. I mean, I can understand it. It's your flagship guy. He sells too many T-shirts to let him go. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, what are guys going to wear in the gym if you don't have Superman?
Yeah, he is a merchandise juggernaut, unfortunately.
All right,
but
what? My bad, brother. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying earlier they should have. I know most of y'all probably don't know this, but they should have did is Justice League Year 1. You're getting good, solid characters that aren't the trilogy, so that way you can build in. You can have a new team that isn't what people haven't seen yet, and you still be getting that same vibe, feel that is the Justice League. And then maybe later on you could work in Superman and Batman.
Okay, so this is my next question here, right? With this Batman announcement, in my head, I'm thinking, all right, we're getting a sequel, 2 sequels to the Batman, possibly, and then this version of Batman. So in my head, I'm kind of thinking, is this going to be like a cartoony live action? Or are we getting a callback to the Tim Burton, Joel Schumacher era where we're not supposed to take it as serious and it's not as grim or whatever is what we've come to expect? Like, I feel like there's a lot that's kind of in limbo right now. As far as motherfucking Authority, what is that, bro?
Job Squad.
The Job Squad.
The Job Squad.
The Job. The Job Squad, the starting 5 of the Job Squad. Why?
That's Gunn. That's Gunn. You could tell that's him. He's like, oh, that obscure team that no one cares about, I want them. That's what it is.
Too obscure. Too obscure to the point everyone said, who the fuck are they?
They almost don't sound real.
Who's the protagonist? Like, who's the antagonist for Superman?
The Authority. That's what the sequel movie. Well, I don't know for the first movie. The second movie is Superman versus the Authority.
I mean, okay, so for the first movie, then, are we gonna do Brainiac? We gonna do Zod? Are we gonna do something that we haven't seen before?
I shoot for Zod. Someone mid range, as you would say, mid card, maybe
Fucking
low,
man, make
lower
it Toy
upper
Man.
tier.
Make it Toy
Fuck
Man,
it.
man. Fuck it. Fuck it,
go.
bro. Make it Toy Man. They just did Megan.
Toy
They just did
Man,
Megan. Make it Toy
no,
Man, bro.
bro. Toy Man is corny as a motherfucker.
Call up Peter
I'll get up and
Dinklage.
leave if they do
Let's do
Toy
Toy
Man.
Get
Man.
Peter Dinklage for Toy. Oh,
Fuck
dude.
no. Fuck no. I'm
That's
not
real,
watching
bro.
that shit.
You can sell the
Let's-
Give me
ventriloquist toys.
Parasite, Brainiac, Zod. I'd rather them just do Zod again.
Zod again? Bro,
Or
this be
fucking
like
Toy Man, yeah. Shoot, I'm not paying to see Toy Man.
I'm
I'm
paying to
not
see Toy
paying to
Man.
see Toy Man. Fuck that shit, man.
I don't. I just want to know, like, the more we get answers, and we
Mhm.
all wanted answers, right? But it seems like each time we get an answer, we
get
come
more
out of it
questions.
more confused with more
Mhm.
questions.
Yep.
A Wonder Woman prequel TV series? Where?
Yeah,
That's not too bad of an idea, brother.
The
That's not too-
Olympics.
I do feel, again, let me play devil's advocate before you shoot at me.
No, go ahead.
I
bro.
feel where you're coming from, but I could see the idea of world building and filling in that fan base and trying to make her more commercialized, make some more money.
They want a DC Game of Thrones. That's what they want. That's all they want.
Yeah.
They want a DC version of Game of Thrones.
Because I mean,
But I do
like,
feel where you're coming from with that. It's like, why? But I see why.
And is this just about like the mascara? Is Wonder Woman in the TV show?
I think
or
it's
is this like
it's supposed to be a younger version of her?
All right. I mean, I guess that's cute. You know what I'm saying? I guess it can run for 2 seasons before nobody. I guess it can run for 2 seasons, right?
And it's not Gal Gadot's version either.
So,
like I said, I guess it can run for 2 seasons and try
and get a movie.
No movie.
Yeah.
I feel like they might do that.
No, they're gonna play it safe. She's on TV or team up.
Yep.
TV or team up for Wonder
Woman. Like they'll
Woman.
do a movie. She'll do a team up, then the movie.
All right, what's after that? The L word with a in mascara. What's next?
I didn't.
Look, that's what they wanted. Look, that's the main attraction: lesbian warrior action. That's what they're selling the show on.
I didn't say that, but you know, he ain't wrong.
I mean, that's cool, but like we can get in a time machine, and you know, Sam Raimi did that 25 years ago, but we're not keeping score, right?
Apparently not.
No.
We're not actually keeping score, man. Right? Shout out to Lucy Lawless too.
Lucy Lawless,
the queen,
man. In her prime, she
killed that shit.
Yeah, but but other than that, like, what else was on that release slate, man? Like, you know, we got motherfuckers talking about. Oh. So, are they just gonna? Is this gonna be a revival? Is this a new thing?
Reboot.
Like,
reboot.
Why? Like, all you gotta do. There was already.
I agree with you, brother, but you know how these corporations think, bro. They
you're
stupid.
Right. You're right.
They stupid. But I see your point. Because that show, the people that did watch it, that did actually watch it, everyone that saw it loved it. From what I heard,
that show had a pretty good
make
fan
more
base,
sense,
right?
but they stupid.
Okay, so, and then the other thing that I'm kind of wondering here, man, just backing up here. So these motherfuckers said that Flashpoint is gonna be the greatest superhero movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Citizen Kane 2.0.
Hey, Jonathan, before we go any further, make sure you just titled "We Roast the Gun Slate" for this video.
Because bro, like
it's a critique. It's a critique.
I want to take it.
I don't know about that.
Because I mean, I'm not downplaying anything. I'm just a little bit confused. But let's get back to Citizen Flash here for a second, right?
Go ahead, brother.
Flash here. So, the greatest superhero movie ever. How is this possible?
Ever.
It's possible because they need money, so they have to convince us to go see this movie.
Oscar-winning performance.
You got to see this Oscar-nominated performance. This is a once in a lifetime performance that you'll see in this movie by Ezra Miller. He's playing like 4 characters by himself.
Are you sure it's not him?
He's the protagonist, he's the antagonist, and he's supporting cast.
Are you sure that's not him just being him?
That's method acting right there.
4 times in a row.
that is method acting right there.
Let's just say he lost himself in the role. That's all.
But how does this? What I'm not understanding here, bro.
Oh boy.
Okay, because in my head, I think that Flashpoint is actually people are actually gonna go see Flashpoint.
Oh God, please! It's either a train wreck.
I'm about to say I'm debating if I'm gonna go see it right now myself.
People are gonna go see it. I think that movie.
Oh, I think so too. But I'm like hedging my bets if I'm gonna actually pay.
But do I think that? But we do have an understanding here. Like the expectation is that it's gonna be fucking terrible, right? Like we're all on the same page there, right?
No, I believe James Gunn. It's going to be the greatest.
Yeah, I'm about to say I
don't know if they.
I don't know if people say it was solid. I gotta go see.
In their defense,
pushing me to go see it more. Anything, brother.
In their defense, Ezra Miller is a phenomenal actor. Like next level. He did a movie.
Are you sure about that, brother?
He's next level. That Boston Experiment.
I have only seen the Harry Potter joint.
What Boston Experiment?
Even then, it's still
a movie about the Boston Experiment where they tested students, like some were inmates, some were guards.
I know what you're talking about.
We need to talk about Kevin, the one that killed his family. Killed him.
I know.
So he might low-key be sick, but he's pretty good.
We need to talk about Kevin was about him.
That was.
You can't call it acting.
Here's the thing: is this man acting, or is this just him on screen?
Right. Those roles you just named are just him being him. We're about to see a movie where he's being him 4 times in a row.
Well, this is the other thing that I kind of just want to get a little bit more of an understanding on. If we're trying to get this in order and think about this, that movie's gonna come out when 2024, most likely.
Yes.
Flashpoint?
Oh, wait, Flashpoint? No.
That's coming out this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's coming out this year. They need money.
It's already prime, ready to be shipped. It's already in the box. All they gotta do is ship it out.
They chopped this shit up 5 times by now, man. This shit's in the can. It's coming out this year.
Wow.
They chopped that shit up at least 5 times.
So the question that I want to ask y'all specifically though is, like, timing and some of this stuff matters as well. Mm-hmm. What was the statute of limitations on the anticipation for a Flashpoint movie? When did that anticipation hit its peak? Because I feel like whenever this movie comes out, we're still going to be getting something that's past its use by date. We're still getting a product that's past its best optimum kind of running. You know what I mean? The best years to get out of that IP have already passed. But when do y'all think it peaked?
I think, given the subject matter, the time travel, Keaton, it kind of probably exists outside of time.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm about to say, I think it really...
And that might be one of the reasons why they're like, yo, this could be seen anytime.
Look, I equivalent it to the get out of jail card. This was a perfect film for them.
Monopoly get out of jail card.
This is the Monopoly get out of jail card. Oh shit, we done fucked up. We need to reboot this whole thing. Well, let's just use this already in the can to do so.
You think they'll recast this Flash after this?
I would, but no.
Nope. I think, especially if it gets close to a bill, all it needs is about 800.
No, they ain't getting 800, bro.
They ain't getting 800.
Then again, I failed on my last prediction, so I'm gonna stay away.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say, are you willing to hedge your bets again?
If this shit's good, it'll hit. If it's good, it'll hit 800. If it's good, if it's actually decent.
Well, I guess. Okay, so they're not gonna. He's gonna stay on.
June 16.
That's crazy. That's insane. Like
I'm going to the movies a lot in June this year.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's kind of wild, bro. So Super Bowl, there'll be a Super Bowl ad. There'll
Yep.
definitely be a Super Bowl ad, and that's enough time for them to. That's enough time for them to clean him up and make him look like a human being, or make them look like a human being.
Good thing.
And then
Good use.
And then clean him up. Look,
clean them up.
I get what you're trying to say, brother.
Respectfully,
you don't have to.
It's enough. It's enough time for the machine of Warner Media to present everything on the up and up. That's enough time, but it's going to be. I feel like they putting that in a microwave, but they're not going to recast. They're not going to recast the Flash either way because the outside of the ring nonsense still generates interest. People are still interested in Ezra Miller just because of the fuckery. So if they recast him, if they recast that character, it's almost like hitting the reset button and taking a risk on an unknown commodity, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good position to be in, man. It's great. It's great for someone to be in a position where accountability means absolutely nothing, and you can still be attached to something in spite of yourself. Like, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking amazing, bro. That's a level of Teflon that John Gotti would be fucking proud of right there.
John Gotti.
He looked after Gunn though, right? He showed up in Peacemaker, right?
Yeah.
You can't Aquaman, Jason Momoa cameoed him. So it's like, all right, I scratch your back, you scratch my back.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit 800.
Yeah,
it's not gonna hit 800.
Not gonna hit 800.
Don't Beast Machines.
Elemental comes out that day. A week before that is Spider-Man Across the Universe.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Little Mermaid comes out 2 weeks before
that. June is packed.
It's a wrap.
June is a packed month, man.
Body bag.
It's a wrap.
Because at the end of the month, Beast Wars comes out, and then Indiana Jones comes out.
Oppenheimer comes out the July 1st.
I hate to say it, man. Spider-Man's gonna get buried, bro.
You think so?
Spider-Man's gonna get buried.
I hope not. Fingers crossed. I'm going to
Flash and Little Mermaid. Yeah.
Little Mermaid.
That ain't gonna be a good look, bro. No. Hold on, we got some comments here. Ryan, wish I could join, but my DC knowledge is limited. Man, you already know, bro.
Like, we want about DC.
we want to hear your shit.
If I say ain't nobody, I'm a Marvel
guy. So
get in here anyway.
People.
We ain't doing nothing but talking shit.
Yeah. And again, Evan G. Lyon, Ezra's Flash runs back in time. The end of the movie, Ezra Miller disappears in a flash of light. Flash comes to, played by a different actor, and meets up with Bats, like in the end of Flashpoint.
Let's hope so.
I would make it to where it turns out that he's really the reverse Flash, and we get another actor to play.
That would have been too beautiful.
And we get
it would have. I mean, Grant Gustin was right there for the last decade, but we don't. Why would anyone want to make money? Why would anybody?
He wasn't movie ready. Yeah, he wasn't movie ready.
After being on TV for 10 years.
10 years, he wasn't movie ready.
Jack, baby, you're making too much sense. We're all gonna go in the back of the lobby and do.
Why pursue a proven market? Why would you?
You're making too much sense, man.
Why would you do that?
Jeez,
come over here and do some drugs with the rest of these execs.
You just see the differences in the treatment for, you put yourself in a position. What'd you say about consequences? It doesn't apply to you if you don't pay for anything. So
absolutely not.
You go on a nice little redemption tour, everything's fine and dandy. I don't even think your pockets really get hit with anything,
bro.
You know what I mean? Everything's covered for, and you sail off to the sunset with whatever future films you got next or whatever, right? So there's you're not gonna face the backlash like Will Smith got for what he did, even though
a year later.
Ezra stuff is on camera. He has choked someone out on camera. He went
beat somebody.
He went WWE on someone in
overseas. Room somebody, kidnapped somebody, broke into somebody's house. But
you guys know Zod is in that, right? In Flash.
Zod. Oh, what? Oh shit! I mean. I know Henry Cavill, that's for sure.
Wait, that's the Flash?
Cameos.
They probably got cut, brother. They probably got cut at this
point. Are they
point.
going to do like an Infinity Endgame thing where they go through the different times?
Probably. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, that movie's this is a body bag right here, bro. This is a body bag right here, man. If they're not on the set right now doing patchwork, this is the fucking body.
I wouldn't want to be the editor, man. This has to be just as bad as Black Panther.
They just lock the editors in a room, like, just stay here.
Stay here.
I haven't seen my family.
They chained them. They chained them to the metal to the metal desk.
How many cuts of this film exist? That's gonna be nuts, bro.
Listen, man, this is good. Like, this could literally be one of those movies that get articles and YouTube pieces made about it, right?
Oh, of course.
Man. Yeah.
2 hour long videos plus. This one.
I remember when Movie Bob did like a really that bad joint on Batman versus Superman.
He tore that ass up.
And so, this could be another one of those. I don't plan on going to see it, but I'm interested in this as a spectacle. But for y'all to say the greatest superhero movie of all time, like, all you really should have said is that this is going to be a good movie. You should have just lowered the expectations to this is amid all of these circumstances. This is going to be a really good movie. When you say the greatest ever, nah, brother, that's not going to work for me.
Well,
work for me.
One of the greatest of all time by James Gunn himself. So,
nah, man.
One.
He didn't even direct it though.
He's doing his job.
Hey, look.
He's doing his job, man.
Well, hold on. I want to get back to what you said, Donovan. You said you think Spider-Verse is going to get buried?
You told me that Little Mermaid, Flash. Oh, you said someone else is coming out the same month?
What is Elemental? What's that?
That's that Disney movie. It's like the one about the feelings.
Bro, Pixar hasn't been hitting anymore though, so
I don't know about that one.
Pixar's been on the. In fact, Uncle Jack, didn't you say something about that last time? How Pixar's on the fritz?
Damn, a chopping.
What was the last Pixar movie?
Buzz.
Lightyear. Buzz was the last one, and that movie was ass. As Uncle Jack would say, that movie was ass. Straight ass.
Evan G. Lyon says apparently right now he isn't being fired because he's currently checked into rehab. The Screen Actors Guild won't allow you to fire an actor when they're in treatment or they'll sue. Oh. There you got it. Man, thanks for the research, Evan. Appreciate that, man.
Damn.
There it is. There it is. Yep. It's all about the game, how you play it.
Absolutely. So with Spider-Verse, this is the only thing that I'm going to say here. The summertime release is a little bit interesting because the first Spider-Verse joint dropped around December of 2018, right?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So
it was before the pandemic. Yeah.
So I feel like that release window would be better for animated feature. But I think Sony is all in on trying to get their Spider branding in there, man.
Yeah.
If they shoot, it depends, man. I think it's gonna make money. I think Spider-Verse 2 will do well because they're chasing critical acclaim. That's one of those instances of if you build it, they'll show up. If it's a good movie, it's gonna make money. The Little Mermaid and then Elemental is Disney. You know the Disney game, bro.
Disney.
You know the game they trying to play there. They trying to make $1 billion off of 500 million between those two movies. The Little Mermaid, the internet is gonna destroy that movie whenever it comes out, and Pixar is nearly obsolete. Pixar is like
is that the end of Pixar? What was before Buzz?
We're getting close, bro. They need they need to produce a surefire hit.
It was released on
Turning Red. Turning Red.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Turning Red, which I hear was all right.
Turning Red was good. Turning Red was good, surprisingly.
That
went straight to Disney Plus.
That went straight to Disney Plus.
They didn't have the confidence to put it in the theater. They put it right on Disney Plus.
They should put that in theaters instead of that damn Weird World shit. Whatever that.
Well,
that's Disney animation.
Yeah, that's
not Pixar.
They're not so they're not on the front.
That goes to show what they think of them though.
They don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got the tech, they got the magic, they got the juice.
They don't need them. I mean, we're getting to man. Like Pixar is gonna end up becoming like the Cinemax of Disney Plus, bro.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the Cinemax of Disney Plus. I mean, it's there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it is what it is, but I feel bad, man.
You get on you get on HBO Max, and I'll say what I said before. You get on HBO Max and you see the Turner Classic Movies section on there, and it's like, oh, that's cool. They got all those black and white movies from before I was born. All right, cool. I'm gonna just look at Game of Thrones.
Damn.
Same thing.
Bro.
So so like our kids, my nieces and nephews, they get on Disney Plus and they think the same shit when they see Pixar on there. Oh, okay, Toy Story. That was cool 25 years ago. But anyways, let me go ahead and watch whatever
Frozen
this new
3.
thing is.
Yeah.
So so Beast, and then you said Flashpoint is June 16th and Beast Machines is June 23rd.
Yeah.
Beast Machines
26th, I think. I want to say the last weekend of June.
Bro, they all about to be cannibalizing each other, man.
Say when?
June 9th.
June.
Oh, first week.
9th?
The week before, actually. The week before.
They must have moved it then, because last time I checked, it was coming out on the 20.
That's a body bag. That's a body bag, man. Paramount Studios is about to slam them motherfuckers. Optimus Prime.
I'm going to the movies 4 times in June, apparently.
Man.
Indiana Jones too. You got to go back for that.
I'm going to that.
James Mangold. James Mangold is directing this one.
Word?
Yes.
That's what's up.
That's I'm like, because at first I shitted on it, but then I heard he was directing. I'm like,
yeah, I like that.
No, I might have to go see it now.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah. I still haven't seen Ford versus Ferrari.
You need to.
Still haven't seen
that. It is the bomb.
Yeah, I need to see that, man. But I want to. So my bad, and we're getting a little sidetracked. But overall, with the DC thing, bro, I want it to work, but everything that I'm seeing in my head, I just think, why did it take so much to get to this point, and then everything else, So it's so, I don't know, man. They've done everything they could to make live action DC entertainment every bit as confusing and convoluted as the fucking comic books, bro.
Yeah.
And they will continue to do that with this slate because what are we building up to? What's the goal here? I mean, I know they can't say, but like, you can't even connect the dots of like, so is Darkseid coming up in 10 years or, I mean, what was Brainiac?
8 to 10. So look in that time frame.
Nah, by then I'm doing some other shit anyway, bro.
right. I heard that.
I mean,
listen. By then we in the industry, man. We trying to we doing.
Let's get it,
bro. Straight up, bro. Because I'm gonna keep it real. For me, I've already got a checkout point in my head, bro.
Mm-hmm.
For me, my checkout point where these movies stop becoming like mandatory viewing for me to be at the theater, Deadpool 3 is like my soft stopping point on all things MCU. Not because I don't like it and not because I don't have faith that it's not going to continue to be good, but by then we've already gotten past like the peak of it. So Deadpool 3, that's my last mandatory viewing. I'm going to try to see everything in theaters up until that point, and then that's when it might be time to ride off into the sunset, bro. Because I don't, I mean, I might, bro. I'm not doing this in my 40s, man.
I heard that.
Yeah, man.
I'm already halfway off the boat myself, brother.
And we got a couple years before we get to that point, but yeah, man. I want to ask y'all something here, though. Now that I got y'all here, man, because it had me thinking with Matthew Vaughn being the guy behind the Batman and
Matt Reeves.
Like that. My bad. I got Matt. I'm thinking. Matthew Vaughn did X-Men First Class, and he did the Kingsman. All right, with Matt Reeves doing the Batman and being committed to that. Do y'all think that there is something to having like one director, one creative vision attached to a property to see it all the way through? Like, how do y'all feel about that? Are y'all on board with that, or do you think that a committee system where you have the executive producer overseeing everything and just picking a director depending upon what the situation is? Because I feel like, y'all get what I'm trying to say here?
I do, brother. I do. In fact, I would say it works in his particular case because he's managed to build a livable world. His vision is seen all the way through, and you want more of it, and that's why it works well. With Feige was good at doing. Not everybody can do what Kevin Feige can do, and that's part of the problem. And that's why we have this problem right now with the DCU.
Yeah.
It can work with a committee of executives, but everybody has to know their place, know their role, know when to switch up, know how to recruit, tap, and pick the right people to do those particular things. In this particular stance, Matt Reeves needs to continue to do that. And I feel like James Gunn missed out. He should have put this into the universe and found a way to just say that Gotham, because Gotham is its own thing. Even when you watch the cartoon as a kid, you got a feeling that this is Gotham, that Dark Deco. This is Gotham City. Sure, with the Superman animated show, it was separate but yet the same, and you still manage to do that. How the hell do you not manage to? Come on, bro.
D. Smith, are you kicking out Matt Reeves to make that happen? Are you kicking Matt Reeves to the curb to make that happen?
Oh, is that what you're saying? Nah.
So, I mean, that's the only way you that would happen. You'd have to kick Matt Reeves out to pull him in. No. Do you think Robert Pattinson would with the cast and crew would be down with that? Like, all right, see you, Matt. It's been real, man.
Hell
no. So it's creative control, man. That's part of creative control.
Okay. So I wanna. My bad. What you think about that, Charles?
Oh no, same thing. If I think there's always a benefit to having a single vision.
Between that and knowing where you're going.
Knowing where you're going is always important. I think it can work. I think it can work with a committee, like, because Reeves had a vision. Snyder obviously had a vision. I think the Snyderverse could have done better if they had the vision, but other directors directed the films.
I agree with that.
I think it would have been a very strong vision to see through. I think Matt Reeves. The beautiful thing about Matt Reeves is that the films will get stronger with every iteration. So yeah, there's definitely something in a single vision for sure.
Okay, because it had me thinking. Speaking of Deadpool, I think the first Deadpool came out, and then Ryan Reynolds is like the creative OG of Deadpool. He's not the director, but everything goes through him damn near in terms of what they're doing with that character.
Yeah. Pretty much a co-director.
Basically, yeah. Do you? I mean, it's interesting to me to think, okay, if they would have kept the same director for the second Deadpool, would it have been better or worse? I think it doesn't really matter with action comedy so much. When you have so much improv going on, they're able to do it and make it look like they didn't try too hard to do it. But when we get into these more complex kind of things, I think more and more as viewers, we're becoming smarter to what it is that we're seeing. We're becoming smarter to noticing what some of these directors and creative people are doing to differentiate the details between one person and another one.
Their sense of style and in their own personalities.
Right. And I think that's a very big deal. Like that's becoming more important than anything else, I think, in terms of even writing and acting and all of that, because there's a huge difference between Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and then that other bullshit ass movie. What was it? The Return. What was it?
Was it The Last Skywalker or some
The
shit?
Rise
Rise
of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. Like, there's a difference there. You see
Yeah.
a difference in the middle between everything else that was there. With Rian Johnson, could y'all picture anybody else doing anything with Knives Out from here on out?
No.
After what he did with that? Nah.
No.
So I think that's very important, bro. And it's crazy that we've smartened up to even keep this kind of thing in mind now, man. Because in years past, I don't think we would have cared that much if Christopher Nolan did the whole trilogy of Dark Knight. That might have been the starting point for that. I don't consider what Bryan Singer did with X-Men to be on the same level. So that doesn't really count.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say it's because we live in a more critiquist world?
I think it's because more information is available.
That too.
So yeah.
Because I feel I think you might have discussed this now. I feel we do live in a world now where everything is either shit or really good. There is no, well, I enjoyed it, or well, that was fun. Well, it was okay, but I still recommend you go see it. So that's all.
Yeah, I think the smoke's being cleared up in the background. You know, I think these directors have a voice now. Like before, you just get fired and you're like, well, shit, there's nothing I can do about it. But now you can take it to the press. You know, now there's power in press, there's power in public opinion. Where like, yo, back in the day, Matt Reeves probably would have gotten kicked, man. I'm telling you, Matt Reeves probably would have gotten like, all right, thank you, thanks for everything. You know, thank you for your service, and would kick them out. But nowadays, they can't do that because of the press and the PR. How bad would that look on their part to do something like that? Even though theoretically it makes sense to put that Batman as the centerpiece for your new universe, but yeah, man, was Evan
the most structured character?
Yeah, I was gonna say that Reeves is like he's not Nolan Cameron level, but he's like right there.
For sure,
he's on the come up.
You're not James Gunn isn't moving in and saying, "Oh, you're not making this." Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me, Guardians.
Like, word for real, because I mean,
good call, Evan.
No, that's a fact. Because I mean, Planet of the Apes is arguably, to me, the best trilogy of the 2010s, bro. The best trilogy of movies from 2010 to 2020, to me, was Planet of the Apes, bro.
Can you name a better reboot than that? I can't.
A better reboot.
A better reboot. That's the best reboot they've ever made.
For that particular series, or
in general, just a reboot. Like, I can't tell you a better reboot than that.
Because that shit could have been so fucking hokey and corny and made you think, why am I fucking watching this, bro? But by the third movie, when Caesar went out, bro, it was like, yo, they really just killed Caesar? Yeah. What? like they really. So I get what. Yeah, y'all are right about that. I think Matt Reeves is probably like right there on the edge of being that artistic blockbuster director that like a Christopher Nolan or a James Cameron. He's next up in terms of that. So
for sure,
their hands was tied. They told him get down and lay down, and he said, "Fuck y'all."
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going over your head. What Warner Meteor? What's up? What are we doing? All right, cool. 2025, make it happen. So that's the best news of the week for me because I was very worried about that. But,
they released that news like dead last. Like you saw all the other confirmation. It was like, oh yeah, Batman 2 is coming out a little bit later.
So
Elseworlds.
So yeah, Elseworlds. I hate that. Like, what the fuck? All right, whatever. Whatever, man. You mean Good Worlds, right?
They know what's up. They know.
So that probably means that's their way of kind of ending the Snyderverse then, and just saying that Aquaman is possibly Elseworlds too. Then is that could that be possible?
Aquaman ends with the next one. So does Shazam.
But as long as Ezra's around, it's still the
they already cut off the
I want to know what they're gonna do about Blue Beetle. Where does he fit into that?
Elseworlds.
Who cares?
It's
Who cares?
hey,
It is
but what
it
if it
is.
turns out to be good?
It's a one-off.
That'd be dope if it's good.
It'd be cool. I mean, it'd be dope, but they're not gonna invest more into that.
I mean, they should have already made it, man.
I want to add to the critiquist world thing.
Okay. Yeah. I want to hear about this.
There's too much content.
True.
There's too much content. We have no choice but for you not to miss. Like I got people at my job. They're like, "Oh, have you seen Yellowstone? Have you seen Last of Us? Have you seen?" So I'm waiting. So all it takes is one birdie. Triple D over here. Oh, Last of Us was dope. So that's it. It's out of the bucket now. It's jumped out. You know what I'm saying? There's too much content. There's too much.
No, I want to hear more about that because Donovan, you said something similar to that the other day over text, bro. Like I'm interested where this is going. I want to hear more about this. Too much content.
Too much competition. Essentially, everyone is fighting over our attention. You know, our attention spans are all-time lows. Shit, even us on social media, just swipe, whatever. And it's the same thing on streaming, same thing on network TV. So you got everybody providing all this content, and we're in the end, we're just like, well, almost overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? So everyone's fighting for they need that ad dollars, they need the subscription money. So before it was pretty much here you go, get it served, and we had no choice, like Charles said. But now we don't have to do that. On top of that, we can go on YouTube. You know, there's plenty of people on YouTube that are providing content and own their own little mini shows and whatnot. So
even just with blogs,
blogs, exactly. Gaming. I mean, there's just so many options that
now we got like 3 to 4 free streaming services where you don't have to pay for nothing.
True.
Okay.
It's physically impossible.
Exactly. Because there's so much content now that you could just start giving it away for free.
Straight up.
Okay. So this is kind of what I'm leaning towards here. This is what we talked about over text. Do y'all think, how do y'all feel about this new thing that HBO, not new, but HBO's kind of standard practice ever since the Max kind of became what it is here? Is what I'm noticing is that with their hit shows, they tend to take a gap year in between seasons now. Like Succession season 4 or 5 is coming on this year. Season 3 was back in 2021. House of the Dragon probably won't be coming back until 2025.
Oh,
damn.
Wow.
I mean, it's not coming. My bad. 2024.
2024. If they're taking a gap before.
Yeah. So, but and Donovan, you brought this up here. You mentioned that you think that this is a good practice to do that, to build anticipation for the product and separate it from all of the other overload of content. You know, HBO can afford to do back-to-back seasons of a show like Winning Time because it's a comedy, sports. That fan base, while it's a great show, isn't as culturally relevant as a Game of Thrones or what The Last of Us is becoming here. Is that practice that they're doing setting up a new industry standard and something that these other companies should be looking out for? Or do y'all think that this is something that's unique to HBO right now? Because I'm pissed that they waited 2 years between season 4 and 5 of Succession, bro. I'm mad that I can't get House of the Dragon back to back the way that we got Game of Thrones back to back every year. But is this a smart practice?
What it is they're setting themselves up to be ahead of the pack by they've you know, because you're a big HBO fan, they've had that seal for so long of this is quality. Our name means something. When we put something out, it's like an event. It means something. Social media blows up. People talk about it at work, yada yada. So
good point.
The idea of stuff being everywhere, cloud, like how we talk about in gaming. When Rockstar drops something, everybody shuts up and watches. They don't give a damn what's going on over there. Rockstar's talking. Same thing with HBO. And what they're doing is they're making it so more people realize that when we speak, people listen. When y'all talk, nobody cares.
It sounds like everybody else.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
That's probably what they're going after. And the fact that you brought that up to me, because I didn't know, because I don't really, I've been busy and I don't watch a lot of stuff a lot. So even when there's stuff on, I put something on and
yeah.
So you saying that's I can see that starting to happen. And I noticed that Apple is starting to push a little bit more heavier in the advertising with the Apple Plus stuff.
Hey,
I'm starting to get more ads with that dude, that whoever he is from French Dispatch.
Doom.
He's been doing ads for it.
Apple
So
TV.
they're trying to push themselves further in the game, like HBO Max.
Art house streaming, Apple TV.
Yes.
I think that it's about we see that transition from film to TV, where TV used to be kind of hokey, used to be like, oh, you watch TV, like, god damn, like the movies is where it's at. The movies where the stories and quality is at. That transition now to television. And so if you got HBO Max, a premier streaming platform or a premier platform like that, they want the best actors. Those guys need time. You know what I'm saying? They're booked. They'll wait for Pedro Pascal to finish whatever he needs to finish before filming season 2. They're not going to come up to this guy and say, hey, you need to film this shit next year. Like, come on, let's go. They're going to wait. They're going to wait for the best talent. And so you're seeing all the movie, like before, you wouldn't see movie actors in television. Now they're driving over television. They want a TV series, you know. They want
price of the brick going up.
Price of the brick going up. So they're willing to wait for talent, high quality talent in their booking schedules to make sure that everyone lines up to return to their shows.
It's funny that you say that, because does anybody know when House Party came out?
Is it out?
It's been out.
Bro, that shit is already streaming, bro.
That's what I was getting at. Does anybody know when the movie dropped?
That movie came out 3 weeks ago. That movie came out 3 weeks ago,
and it's all because the gap is getting.
Oh my god, these kids are screwed.
Short. I saw that literally last night. I was like, didn't that movie just come out like literally 2 weeks ago? And you can already buy and stream it right now.
Nobody wanted that.
Well,
I know, but the idea of the gap getting that small is still something to think about.
Well, I think that's dependent upon the quality of it and the reaction from the general viewing audience. Nobody gave
that too. That too. I know, again, devil's advocate. Yeah, I know it's not a big movie, but the fact that gap is getting smaller, who's to say that won't start happening with mid to smaller movies?
Yeah,
you were the only one, man.
And Warner,
did you watch it?
Like a Black Project X kind of.
Did you like it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
I gotta go see it.
I almost thought about watching it.
There it is.
LeBron making fun of himself. Come on, man.
I mean, spoiler alert: the Illuminati's behind it all.
Is that really? And I mean, with that quick turnaround, they had to appease to LeBron in some form or fashion. There,
okay.
Like, this was his thing. Put his
money up for it, right?
Yeah, they had to try to.
I didn't know.
They had to try to appease to LeBron in some form or fashion. But like that shit got pushed back from a Christmas release date. Then they put it out on MLK weekend.
Damn.
And then 3 weeks later it's streaming. But you know that's reflective.
It's how the industry is now.
Well, I think that was a power move for him to go to LA in the first place, to make moves. That, so.
But
okay.
But I think that quick turnaround, that's more reflective of the quality of what that product was. But it could be an indication of what's coming in the future. But I mean, like Top Gun is streaming on Paramount Plus now,
but
right?
that's different. Yeah.
No.
Different ball game. Different tier. Completely different ball game there.
Tom Cruise is different.
Yeah, I mean Wakanda Forever came out in November and it's streaming on Disney Plus now, so that's about 4 months. But yeah, the years. Yeah. I mean, shit. Back in the day of premium cable TV, you would have had to go see Spider-Man in summer of 2002, and then you weren't going to see it on HBO until fall of
Which, by
2003.
the way, that was an event. By the way, when it got on cable again, that was still like an event. You invited your homeboys over, bought a pizza.
That's true.
But I definitely see what you're talking about. The timetable for these things, the access, it's shortening. It is shortening. Yeah.
And the decline of physical DVD purchases has also has a part to play in that too, because the physical media side of it isn't profitable in the way that they probably thought it was before. So if they don't so if they don't get their money, if they don't get what they're desiring in box office, they're gonna have to stream that shit and then hopefully get it better on the next one. Like, shit. Didn't they do that with Black Adam?
Rented.
Yep.
They did like
it was rented.
Rentals.
It was rented.
Rentals and then downloads. Yeah. So I'm sure it wasn't enough, but
yeah, there is too much content, man.
Too much.
But so
still nothing to watch.
No, you got it, brother. You got it.
Yeah, Dion. I'm tagging on to what Dion was saying. The production, man. I was watching Severance, and everyone's like, "Oh, Severance. When's the next season of Severance?" They're like, "That one took 2 years." That was 8. It was 8 episodes, bro. That one took 2 years.
2 years. 8
And
episodes.
they say they're gonna starve you.
Talent.
They gonna starve you to hold you in there.
Yeah, and
they
production.
They're gonna throw you a cracker down the hole every once in a while to make sure you don't die.
And it was shot completely in an office. Severance. So that kind of production. Imagine Last of Us. Imagine Severance. Imagine all those extras.
Game
of Thrones. Yeah.
Production. It's production has completely changed. TVs are the new movies. They're long movies now. So production.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a round table a little bit before the pandemic. The main actor from Succession, the older gentleman, he was talking about his kids and how they don't go to the movies. They stay home and watch 7 to 6 hour movies. And he was saying how that was going to be the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pandemic sped that whole process up.
Oh yes,
but I do feel that with the slate of releases that are coming out this year, this is going to be. I think this is going to be a good year for the theaters, man. I think
because last year was sparse. So
let me hear you guys. Safest bet for $1 billion this year. Who's going to hit it?
Safest bet for Billy.
Who's going to hit
Little Mermaid? Easy.
I can agree with that. I can see Little Mermaid. Live action. Disney.
Oh, no, let me do a hard question. What do you think is going to be a surprise hit?
The what? The Tenet?
The Tenet hit a Billy?
Tenet?
No. He said surprise hit. He said surprise hit.
What do you think is going to be a surprise hit? I say Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't even know when that's releasing. What's that?
Nah, the fans gonna fuck that up because D&D did a thing where you can't make money off the game engine anymore.
I know, but I feel like word of mouth might come through.
I feel like that's a core fan base kind of appeal. I don't think people are gonna.
You don't think that they can grab a couple of casuals?
Nah. That I feel like that depends on the hardcore, and then they have to do the word of mouth. Otherwise, it's just gonna be invisible for most people.
Man, surprise hit.
I'm gonna go see it. It looks good. I like it. I'll check it out.
Because it looks like it's gonna be. To me, that looked like it's gonna be. He's gone. That's gonna be a surprise hit.
I think Mario's gonna make more money than people think.
Oh,
I think Mario will be
Mario is gonna be easy.
That'll be your safest surprise hit right there. Yeah. I might see it twice depending on how good it is, man. Like that shit.
I'm gonna go.
That shit looks like just good fun, man.
I'm gonna have to find. When does that come out again?
Next month, March, I think. Yeah,
I thought it was April.
Okay. Was it April? Let me see. But I would have to say Mario, man.
I might have to try to go see that during the week when there's a lot of baby kids.
Baby's kids? Right. Oh shit.
My bad, y'all. My bad. So you were saying safest bet?
Safest bet.
Safest bet, yeah. Safest bet is probably Super Mario Brothers, dog.
Nice.
Honestly. And what's the release date? Like early spring, late spring?
I think April. Let me see here. Mario Brothers release.
I'm gonna say April.
Mario Brothers.
I think that's the safest bet.
What do you think is gonna be a surprise hit?
April 7th.
Oh yeah, that's perfect, bro. Spring break or Easter.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's Easter. They should have shot for spring break. That would have made buku money.
Yeah, but I think they wanna let Ant-Man get his shit off first and be clear of that. But I think the surprise hit
Ant-Man comes out like
next week.
Like literally
come out this month. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so they're gonna let them get that month. I don't think that's shit. And then Creed 3 comes out in March. So Jonathan Majors is in the box office maxing out between February and March.
And he's got some indie bodybuilding movie this year. He's cleaning up box office and awards.
Yeah, and critical acclaim. Surprise hit is gonna be Oppenheimer. That's the surprise hit right there. To me, that's the surprise.
Yeah, I must say,
Oppenheimer? I think Barbie's gonna beat that shit, bro.
I think it's a surprise.
Nuclear bomb.
It depends on what you consider a hit, though. It depends on what you consider a hit. For what Christopher Nolan is doing in his lane of kind of being, and I mean, it is a little bit of a risk with him doing a biopic, but I mean, fucking Dunkirk was a hit, bro. And that was a World War II movie with no blood.
Right.
with
no blood. I said
no Americans either.
Nuclear bomb, bro.
Yeah, I think Christopher Nolan, as the smart guy, blockbuster filmmaker, that's my pick for the surprise hit. I would say Beast Machines, but I think they're gonna do what they got to do to clean up there. But Oppenheimer is the one that I would say is a surprise hit, at least for the summer season.
That counts.
I'm gonna go with Cocaine Bear. I changed my mind.
Oh,
Cocaine Bear is gonna be a surprise,
bro. That shoot.
Low budget, high traction. They don't have to make too much. They don't have to make too much.
That's
you gonna see it by yourself?
Be strung out on that one.
Man, who's in that? Who's in that, man?
That's one of those movies where the
it's gonna be the next Sharknado.
The gimmick, I can see it's the next Sharknado. I don't even know who's in it.
Sharknado. But there's somebody who died that's in that movie though.
Oh shit!
There is.
Your boy isn't Ray Liotta in it?
Oh, yeah, Ray Liotta.
Yeah, Ray Liotta is in it.
Damn,
Ice
bro.
Cube's son is in here too.
Go out like that on cocaine.
Shit, I think Cocaine Bear might take it.
Can I say Scream 6? Can I say Scream 6? Because Scream 5 was a hit, so that's not Scream a surprise. 5 was a hit.
At Halloween, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know why you release Scream 6 in the spring. That shit don't make sense to me. But that's what they're doing in March.
It should be mandatory that there's at least one Halloween movie during Halloween.
Dude, John Wick's coming out in March?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I forgot about that.
And Shazam? Ooh, Scream 6 ain't much, bro. That's gonna be they're gonna have to hit a decline on that one, man.
They're doing a lot.
They're doing a lot. Creed, Shazam, John Wick, and Dungeons and Dragons for March.
Jesus.
Okay, I take my
my bad.
Dragons back.
No, yeah, Creed is starting off the month. Yeah. Whew. I mean, Scream 6 has a dedicated audience. That's a horror crowd. I mean, they'll nibble on it, but I don't think as much as the last movie, which came out during like October. But damn, man, that's dude. Shazam, Creed, John Wick in 1 month. That's gonna be crazy, bro.
Only one of them will get my money.
Only one? What are you getting? Who are you seeing?
John Wick, bro.
John Wick?
I'm saying Creed 3. I'm gonna say Creed 3. I don't think, because my wife didn't really like. She liked John Wick 2. She liked the third one. I probably won't be able to get her into the theater to see John Wick 4.
Gotcha.
I think Creed 3 will be entertaining enough to even if it's gonna be a cartoon. Like Creed 3 is gonna be oh my god, I'm looking when I seen that man, when I seen him in the woods punching them trees, bro, I was sold.
Yeah.
I was sold.
Yeah. All he needed was the X gonna give it to you.
Michael B. Jordan directing, bro. This is first.
That's what because he needs his Rocky moment, I guess. And he needs to be playing X gonna give it to you. When you gonna when you gonna bro, when you gonna go, baby.
So yeah.
Just
You were saying between Creed 3, Shazam and John Wick, right?
John Wick. Which
I
one
feel
you
like,
think, Charles?
Yeah.
Shazam is done.
Oh, go ahead, Uncle Jack. Finish out.
Done. He said, "No, bro."
I was gonna go see it, but now that I know it comes out during the same time as John Wick, nah.
Which is unfortunate because they're
gonna cannibalize each other.
There was definitely leeway there. They shouldn't have done a sequel without some kind of crossover.
Good point.
Everything it did on its own, that's all it can do. They really needed that Black Adam crossover for the second film.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a missed opportunity. I don't really care that much for Shazam. I care about Shazam versus a Superman or
something else, right?
I'm now mad because
it needs a big feature.
Yeah.
I'm now mad because that first movie would be so good in this new slate.
It fits.
And
I mean, Thor copied it.
It's just a car that a good oiled car that ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That time,
dude, they moved it. They moved that shit to get away from Avatar 2 and Wakanda Forever, only to get smacked up. Only to get smacked up by Creed and John Wick, bro. This shit ain't no game, bro.
No good deed, brother.
Got double penetrated by Jonathan Majors. It's rough.
Oh man, dude.
It's rough.
No good deed, bro. No good deed goes unpunished, man.
Nope.
Guardians 3, are they hitting the bill?
No.
Well, when is it?
They haven't hit it yet.
July, I think.
May
5th.
5th.
In May? Oh wow.
Oh wait a minute, is this old?
I
you
thought
said
it
July?
was. I don't know. I thought it was later in the summer. May
5th.
It's May 5th.
What comes out May?
That's Memorial Day weekend, right? Yeah.
No, May 5th is Cinco de Mayo.
Memorial Day is towards the middle or end of the month, right?
Bruh. Nah, man. Fast 10.
When is Fast 10? When is Fast 10 coming out?
Wait, that still comes out this year?
Fast 10.
That's still coming out this year?
Oh yeah, it's just coming out in May.
Fuck, man.
Is that Memorial
May
weekend?
19th. May 19th.
Okay.
Bro, I'm gonna be a stereotypical
You see what I'm saying?
in that film.
It's just too much.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a stereotypical movie.
This feels like 3 years worth of films.
But it really is
the backlog.
I'm gonna sit up there and be talking, shouting.
It's back.
Well, apparently they're bringing back Gal Gadot. It's just like we just bringing everybody back now, man.
I mean, they better not bring back Paul Walker's brother. Like that would be, but they kind of alluded to that at the end of Fast 9, which was stupid.
It's gonna happen.
That was out of pocket. That was out of pocket.
That was dumb as fuck.
Is Dom's gonna go back in time and steal Fred Flintstone's car and say "Yabba Dabba Don't" as he drives a dinosaur, a rock version of a Dodge Charger with his own.
Wait. When was Fast 9?
That was 2021.
That was 2021.
That was the submarine?
That was the one they went in space.
No, that's the one with. See, this is how bad it is, bro. This is
wasn't the submarine one.
Something came out after the submarine.
The submarine one was 8.
That was the last one that The Rock was in. That's the last one The Rock was in.
I ain't seen it.
9 was the one where they had the big old like.
Oh wait, that was the one that the airplane was in the sky the whole time.
Yeah, where Charlize Theron was in the skyboat. She was up in the skyboat.
That was 9.
John Cena was in Fast 9.
John Cena was in 9.
Oh,
Lord, see, this is how bad it's gotten.
No, they need a Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, and Brie Larson to try to put that firepower up.
I'm gonna call each of y'all while y'all are here, so y'all know. I'm gonna call each of y'all while I'm at the movies and just start shouting like a stereotypical Negro. Be like,
Don't
man,
do that.
y'all look at this movie, man. This movie is bullshit, man. None of this
throw
shit
your ass
makes
out of the
sense.
theater.
We need to talk about this right now while I'm in the movie theater because I don't take this shit fucking seriously anymore.
But wait, but hold on, brother. You said May 19th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting to me because I think these May 19th is calculated because it's not Memorial Day. Top Gun doing what it did on Memorial Day last year, I think has got a lot of these studios shook to release movies on Memorial Day now. Any hit movie that comes out on Memorial Day that is going to be instantly compared to the numbers that Top Gun did. May 19th is a smart release date for Fast 10. And that's probably your second most secure bet for $1 billion right there.
Okay. Yeah. Because Guardian's going to hit into Little Mermaid and Fast 10. I don't think it's going to get that bill.
Gosh,
and they don't need to anyway. That they can manage doing what they did before, but I'm surprised they put that out in May and not like June or July, bro. Like that's really surprising.
It's too crowded.
So June, you got the Boogeyman, Spider-Man, Transformers, Elemental, The Flash, and Indiana Jones.
Okay. Yep. No room there.
That's 6 movies.
How y'all feel about that? Though? I like it. I like it.
It's competitive.
Yeah, that reminds me.
I'm gonna be going to the movies like every weekend in June.
No, you're not. You're gonna wait for some of this shit on streaming.
Nah. I'm
you're
going
gonna wait
to
for this shit on streaming.
You
going to see it?
Straight, like movie theaters. Some of these are gonna get watched.
I mean, it's like we said. There's too much content, right? So we're gonna have to vote with our dollars.
So
that's what I intend on doing, brother.
Yo, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is fascinating to me right now because I'm wondering if like what effect Avatar had on all of these studios deciding to have balls and like be like, nah, fuck that. We putting our shit out. You know what I'm saying? If James Cameron can do it, if Paramount can do it, let's put this shit out and see if people really want to see it. COVID and then all of the streaming shit, when they bought everything up, got some of these studios shook. And I think with 2 movies doing $1 billion like that in the same, quarter or whatever, I'm wondering if this is like the payback for all of these studios to be thinking, you know what? Let's see what's popping right now. The theater ain't dead.
I agree.
Everybody's not gonna survive, but
I mean, they all avoided December and January. Like literally,
they let James take that $2 billion.
They let James have that $2 billion. Like they just left it open.
They left it open because who's Cabin? What's this new shit? M. Night Shyamalan. I think it's.
Oh, is it out yet?
Yeah, it's out. It is out.
But Avatar went on a damn 3-month run.
Yeah.
Reign of Terror.
Reign of Terror. Number 1. 3 months.
Unchallenged.
Uncontested.
The first thing coming out is another thing from Disney.
Hey, wait. Since I have y'all here, did any of y'all actually go see Avatar? Yeah. Anyone?
No, I didn't even get to see Avatar. I saw Wakanda Forever.
Do not.
Uncle Jack, you saw it?
No.
Didn't get to see it. And it wasn't even like on some I was avoiding it. Too much shit. There's too much.
I'm just gonna eat an edible at Animal Kingdom.
But it's fascinating though because the industry, you get the feeling that the industry was rooting for Avatar to kind of get past that threshold, right?
Mm-hmm. They were because they needed it to.
Man, like how do y'all feel? Mm-hmm.
They can't be thinking they're gonna do anything near Avatar with Avatar.
No. But I just think that they at least feel emboldened that the studio formula isn't dead yet. You
have to have the right product and at the right time.
I think Paramount. I give Paramount a lot of credit because they beat the drums to their they play their tune to their own drums. You know what I'm saying? Like They don't really have like a formula. They just release good shit, and it just happens to get traction. All the horror movies make good money.
Blumhouse, right?
Yeah, Blumhouse. Like, no one wants to come outside and fight the mouse. Nobody wants to come outside when the mouse is outside. You know, they let Avatar have it. The Marvel movies, the live action princess stuff, they don't want to come out.
Why do I imagine
different?
Hey, why do I imagine Mickey Browse with a black and mild in his mouth, some corduroy slippers, and a do-rag on, sitting in the front of his driveway, say, "Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna challenge me."
But
like this, y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna challenge me.
I mean, look, that's true, but what Paramount did last year fucking mattered, bro. Like, Thor got waxed. Thor got waxed by Top Gun in its second month of releasing, though. So you do. Crazy. I will. You're right about that. You do got to give them kudos because they're committed to that. I don't know anybody that has Paramount Plus, but they're still trying to, do what they got to do with their studio. I do want to ask y'all this question though, right? How do y'all feel about that Scorsese flick only coming out on Apple TV, man?
It's an art house streaming platform.
I've heard a little bit about it, but I've ignored it because I don't have Apple Plus.
It's called Killers of the Flower Moon.
What is it about?
Oh,
I almost am afraid to ask because I don't want to know.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
But then I do want to know. What is it about?
Honestly, I mean, it's like based on a true story. I don't want to read about what happened because I want to see the movie.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was hoping you tell me you knew what the premise was. That's what I was getting.
I mean, like some bad shit happening on a Native American reservation, bro.
Oh,
is the premise. But looking at the cast, the cast is like damn near all-star lineup, bro. You got Brendan Fraser, you got Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, Jesse Plemons.
Fuck, man.
What do you think the budget is?
I'm not getting Apple Plus, man. I put my foot down.
If Wikipedia is to be believed, like Paramount got a piece of it. I don't know what the budget was, but they paid a lot of money for the rights to that movie.
Okay.
But you said art house. So do guys like Scorsese and Spike Lee, should they even like care to release movies in the box office anymore?
They know it's a different game. It's a different industry than one they were in, and they know that audience want different things. So by doing it on streaming, they can still create art. They can still have a job. They can still make their vision the way they want to. Creative control is super important. You try to put for the box office, like, hey, I need you to cut this scene. Leo needs to have less cursing. You know what I'm saying? Now they have they still maintain that creative control. So it's in their hands. I don't think there's any beef with not putting in box office, because at that point they wouldn't be able to create anything anymore.
Because we all love The Wolf of Wall Street, and I think that was the last one that Martin Scorsese put out in theaters like that. But that movie was 3 hours. Like, brother, we love you and respect you, but every movie
to get that rundown down. I need you to get that rundown down.
Right. Every movie.
I'm pulling out the wrap-up box.
Right. The Irishman was 3 hours and 45 minutes, dog, on Netflix.
He just keeps the editor room closed. And
I think Spike Lee's last feature film was The Five Bloods, and that was also on Netflix. So yeah, this movie that he's putting out being on Apple TV is kind of strange though, because he was the guy that was anti-superhero movies. But it's like, come on, man, come outside. I'm
about to say, watch what they do, not what they say.
Like, yeah, but come outside, brother. Like, if that's how you feel.
He said his air conditioning is just fine. He said his air conditioning is just fine.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where's QT at, bro? Ain't Quentin Tarantino supposed to be like done after his next movie?
Yeah,
allegedly.
Allegedly, I don't know what he did with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I didn't see that one. I just
that hit theaters. That was one of those last ones to get out of the chamber before theater.
Yeah, that was 2019.
Yeah, I think that was 2019.
Right.
Yeah,
but I mean the game done changed up, man. So they can't come outside like they used to. You know what I'm saying? They can't come outside like they used to.
I think Tarantino gonna come outside. He'll come outside.
You think Tarantino gonna come outside one more time?
Yeah, he'll come outside.
I think he'll go somewhere niche. They'll pay him. I think he might come outside, but who's to say Apple won't approach him or somebody else won't approach him? You know how fickle and picky he is about his shit, though, bro.
The only thing is, he said that his next movie is going to be the very last one that he ever makes.
True.
So there's a spectacle in that to get people to want to go to the theater to see what he's putting out.
Okay.
True.
I mean,
true.
The Hateful Eight was 3 fucking hours too, bro. What the fuck, man?
Hey, I actually enjoyed that movie being 3 hours. It was long, but it was still good.
Yo,
I didn't see the Sound of Silence yet, did you?
But it was still a good watch. I saw that New Year's that year that it came out, and oddly enough, where I was, it was cold and the wind was blowing outside, so it added to the effect even more.
Yo, there's people that I know that was like, man, I walked out watching The Hateful Eight. You know what I'm saying? There was somebody that told me they got mad when they did the scene where Samuel Jackson was talking about what he did.
Yeah. That was a what the fuck moment.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
I'm about to say, why do you have to remind me of that? Because I actually blurred that out of my mind.
No, but I mean, y'all are right though. Y'all are right. There's too much content. But on that note, Donovan, I want to know about The Last of Us, brother. I want to know, man.
Oh man, The Last of Us. So I think this is the answer we were looking for when it came to video game adaptations for streaming. It's different than The Walking Dead. The emphasis on the zombies is not quite there as was with The Walking Dead. This is plain old human drama, post-apocalyptic world, and how do you decide to continue to live on? You know what I'm saying? It's just the production, the acting is top notch. Pedro Pascal is that guy right now. Pedro Pascal, and rightfully so. I think, like you said, the race swap between him and Joel was perfect. Perfect move for this series, man. And the man is killing it with the role. But I mean, I watched it. I started it, and I binged the 3 episodes in one night. I was like, I couldn't put it down.
So, do you also think it can't be a coincidence that HBO casted 2 characters from Game of Thrones as their 2 main characters in The Last of Us? That's not a coincidence either, bro. Definitely not a coincidence, man.
Who's the second one besides Pedro?
The girl. She was in Game of Thrones.
I didn't watch it. I didn't know. Okay.
All right.
That might be
that's no coincidence then. They did that intentionally.
That's not a coincidence either, man.
No.
But
they lined that up perfectly. Like you said, they lined up every move they did to put this in the best position possible. They definitely did that. So
and you got to give them applause for that. You got to applaud them for playing chess with this here and not relying solely on the brand to get them viewers. And I think that's where they fuck up with a lot of the video game adaptations, man. Personally, I think that's where they kind of fuck up at.
They assume that the fans are just going to show the hell up.
Right. Because the thing is, with gamers, and before you get more into it, Donovan, I want to... And this is the thing. With gamers, they already got their money from the gamers. The gamers have already spent their money on the DLC, all of that. They've already invested in that. But in order for it to translate and carry over, you need more than just the hardcore Xbox players that play Halo to make Halo a brand name outside of that bubble of gaming.
True.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk about the execution and everything that's going right, what I want to know is, Yeah, can they improve? Is there any critique that you have through those 3 episodes?
Any critique? I think it helps that, like you, the game was too hard, so I couldn't really play too much.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I think I put 3 hours in the first game. I'm like, I'm done. I can't do it. So I think it helps for, like you said, it has an appeal for non-gamers. It's just a good show. It's not relying on the Last of Us lore. It's not relying on that brand. It's just like, hey, check this out. It's premium content. If I was my only critique, I guess, the runtime, the first episode's an hour and a half. Third one is like an hour and 10. So it ain't no 45-minute type joint. You're putting some time into this. So
the length is the length.
The length, yeah. But they leave you wanting more. And they pace it well enough, and you feel for the characters. You definitely feel for like, damn, like it's kind of like that similar feeling like you have for Walking Dead, but they kind of do it in more of a shorter time frame than they did on AMC. But they're doing some different things with it. I do like the way they have the fungus, this alteration. It's not just your typical Dawn of the Dead. Here they come, they run, and they're just feeding on flesh. They put a little of the science to it too. The science seems applicable. It seems real. It seems like, and then come on now, the timing, we're in a post-pandemic, like the timing is impeccable. It's just like, wow, you lived through it, and you're almost watching it vicariously. Like there's a relation to it. Like, yo, we were just there. We just went through this shit. Oh my!
This is what could have happened.
This is what could have happened. This is what some of us did kind of experience. You know what I'm saying? So there's I mean, come on, man. This shit starts in Indonesia, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, like there's definitely a correlation between reality and fiction with this. So that's why I think it's hitting on a different wavelength than Walking Dead in a good way, in a good and different way. I guess my only critique is, I guess, runtime. But it's not like I'm like mad that, there's nothing I can say they can cut per se.
No,
there was a few scenes in episode 3, I had a skip, but yeah. Respectfully. But this shit's good, man. I'm looking forward to Sunday night. I'm glad I hopped in and not near the end. Usually I wait to the end, but I was like, let me jump on this while everyone else is, because I don't watch Game of Thrones.
So I'm wondering though, is it possible? Can other properties pull it off the way that this pulled it off? Because there are moving parts and external factors that contribute to The Last of Us being critically successful in the way that it is and reaching broader audiences. Can a Metal Gear Solid be as good as The Last of Us in terms of quality if it was going to stream? Can a God of War be as good in terms of quality? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like Metal Gear could do it with that political intrigue, with the action, and I feel like Metal Gear, God of War is a little bit harder to sell without it being too campy. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it isn't. That Nordic strongman.
Dad of War. We got to do Dad of War, not God of War.
Not God of War. Dad of War is possible. God of War, I don't know.
They call him Dad of Boy now. Dad of Boy.
Dad of Boy.
Dad of Boy.
Yeah.
Come here, boy.
I think it's possible now, man. I think they opened. I think you could take some pages from their playbook and you do it so that they're changing up from the game. If you play the game, you think that's going to get some stuff's going to happen, but you're not going to completely predict every single thing in the show.
Yeah.
So I think they can definitely take some pages from this and build upon it. It just depends who's producing it, who's filming it, who's directing it, who's the cast. If they take the material seriously, bless you.
Thank you.
Instead of, like you said, the Halo route, hey, let's just get the 360 gamers and call it we're just gonna rely on the Halo brand to sell and get viewership. I think those days are done. You know what I'm saying? It's done.
Yep. I mean,
because we're getting more people that understand the subject matter and actually want to do the best adaptations more and more. So I think we're going to start getting more of those. Right. Hopefully, we start getting better selections of stuff.
And I think Neil Druckmann, his name is attached to this production. So
yeah, he did episode 2, I believe, directed it.
So yeah, with him being one of the people at Naughty Dog that was influential in the games, also having input on the show, I think that matters. That matters as well. You know, but with that being said, though, I mean, we should be very thankful that Kojima didn't finesse a studio into giving him $200 million. We should be very glad that never happened. You know what I'm saying? We should be very glad that never happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, it all comes full circle. I think this is the peak, and I would hope that for future adaptations of video games, it doesn't have to go the same route that they went. But I think what you were saying, the detail, play chess, man. Like, look at it as a long-term investment. All right. But you're saying that you think a possible season 2 won't follow the storyline from the video games, correct?
Hell no. Nope. Too much of a focus on a character. I think, and they've already proven, you know, some characters are supposed to die and they didn't die. Some characters, you know, it's not a 1-for-1. So I think for them to do season 2, like the game, would be a big it would kind of chop the legs underneath all the momentum they built. I think they're smart enough not to go that route. They'll find something else. They'll find, you know, I think they're smart enough to find a different route to take to approach season 2. But this shit is definitely even episode 1, man. There's they putting some things in there I haven't seen in a zombie like apocalypse kind of thing, man. Like you got to see it, man. It's unique. They're putting some twists on it.
Jumping out of the bucket. Jumping out.
They're putting some twists on it. I enjoy it. And then the second episode's in Boston, the dystopian Boston. So
wait. But, is each episode is this kind of like an anthology?
No, it's serialized. It continues. Okay. But they're
taking some liberties, probably.
They take some liberties, and they have to kind of fill you in as it progresses.
Because Joel is from Texas, right? That character is from Texas.
Okay. He is. So, but up until episode 3, they kind of played it straightforward with time, and in episode 3, they kind of go back a little bit and then catches you up to modern time to correlate it. But I think they play straightforward for the most part. It's not too confusing. They don't try to overwhelm you too much exposition, none of that shit. Everything kind of makes sense.
No wasted motion here. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, no wasted motion.
That I'm not gonna jump in right now, but it's definitely on the watch list, man, for sure.
All right, bet.
Referral, then I'm gonna check it out.
All right, cool. Like I think I said 9 episodes. I think they got 9 episodes, so I think we're about halfway there, almost.
Man, it's crazy, bro. We living in a crazy ass time where dude is getting a bag from HBO Max and then about to get a bag from Disney Plus, bro, in the same calendar year, man.
Hey,
and then go back to HBO Max.
He getting that mob money, bro.
Crazy.
It's well deserved, man.
Double mob money.
Most valuable Pedro, MVP.
Yeah. I think I heard an interview when you talked to Jon Favreau about the Star Wars Mandalorian. He's like, oh, so who am I going to play? Am I play a creature? Am I play a droid? Or I'm going to play a side character? What am I going to be? And he was like, no, you're going to play the main character. And he's like, oh, shit. Like, he deserves it, man. He deserves it. He's definitely, I think he might have to change up the father role. That might be his stick. It's a good stick he's got.
It's archetype. That's art. Yeah.
That's kind of like his. Yeah, that's kind of like the father. You know what I'm saying? So he might change it up between seasons for rolls.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
What time y'all got out there, man? What time is it where y'all at, bro?
It is 11.
10-11.
Ooh wee.
What about
All
you
right,
in Hawaii, man?
Listen, it's 6:11, brother. But yeah, we gotta wrap it up, man. We gotta wrap it up.
All right. Yeah. It was good having you guys on. It was good to be back. Yeah, man. This shit's always fun. Always fun kicking with you guys, bro.
I got a couple ideas for some videos, man. You know what I'm saying? To kind of do some shit in between here, brother. But yeah, man. We might even have to do a Super Bowl show, bro. Super Bowl Saturday, man.
Super Bowl Saturday? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Super Bowl Saturday.
I'll try to get in on my phone. I'll try to be.
All right, man.
I'm gonna be in Vegas.
You gonna be in Vegas, man. Shit, you be with the strippers and gambling, man. You good, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Good,
we might have to jump in Saturday, man. If y'all are free, like Saturday, because I'm not. Yeah, bro. Next Saturday we might, because I got some thoughts on Black History Month, but we're not gonna get too heavy today. It's too late. It's too late. It
might be a little bit too. It might be too early. Shit, the month just started.
No, I'm saying on y'all's corner of the continent, it's too late. D Smith is under the weather. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired as hell. But yeah, bro. You know what I mean?
Cool. Hey, thanks all the listeners out there, the viewers. It's been real. Catch you on the next one. We're gonna do a Writer's Corner after this, though.
Peace.